Let's say you've got $60,000 burning hole in your pocket and you want a Hellcat. Well, there are only two choices. You can get the 2015 Dodge Charger Hellcat, or you can get the 2015 Dodge Challenger Hellcat. Now, Dodge says that this is a muscle car and that is much more of a sports car. Really, they're both muscle cars, but you know what? Let's take them for a ride and see which one is the one to buy. And that is coming up next on the Fast Lane Car. Coming up on this very first episode of the Fast Lane Car, besides a mega mashup Hellcat versus Hellcat, Emmy plays hooky, no make that hockey with a BMW on an ice rink.
My traction control light is just blinking like a madman.
Nathan takes a brand spanking new Subaru Outback off-road and gets us in big trouble with Subaru.
It picks up and goes. It just like lifts its skirt and scatters away.
And can this brand spanking new Jaguar F-Type Coupe break the TFL track record with IndyCar race car driver Justin Wilson behind the wheel?
Right on the edge there.
So sit back, buckle up, the Fast Lane Car is on now. You hear that supercharger whine? Isn't that magnificent? Nope. Nope. That would be starting in third. Let's try it in first. Here we go. Oh, holy cannoli! Oh, I'm gonna give myself the vapors. All right, I am in the Challenger, and check it out. I've got the red key. What a brilliant move on the part of Dodge to have a black and a red key, with, of course, the red key opening up all 707 horsepower of this vehicle. And better yet, I also have a manual transmission, which is something you can't get in the Charger. Make sure my brake is on here. There we go. And let's take it for a ride. You know, guys, one of the best things about this car is just the pure sound coming out of that Hellcat. You have both induction noise and exhaust noise. So I'm just gonna turn down the air conditioning a little bit here and let the car speak for itself. Here we go. And that is the speed limit. That is so much fun. I cannot begin to express how cool that is to have that much horsepower at the beck and call of your right foot. Oh, it's like a roller coaster. Except you don't have to wait in line. You might have to wait in line if you have a bank loan for $60,000, which is what the base price of this car is. It is a bargain, just an incredible bargain. And yes, I know, all you Europeans out there, it's not sophisticated. It is not well refined and defined and blah, 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 blah. Who gives a rat's ass when you can do that all day long? This is what the best of American cars are about, and nobody else does this. Nobody is crazy enough to say, hey, let's take a family sedan and stick 707 horsepower in it and put a manual transmission. But Dodge is, oh yeah. Would I buy it? Hell yeah, I'd buy it. Which of the two would I buy?
Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here at the Fast Lane Car, and behind me is the brand new 2015 Subaru Outback, and it has a 3.6 liter engine. Yes, it's the beefy one, and we've been waiting for it forever. So we have a special occasion. We brought it up to the Rocky Mountains. Literally, we are over 2 miles above sea level, and we're going to take it off-road. We're going to do some little fun things on the back roads, and just because you asked for it, just for you, we're going to get it muddy. Now that's a question for you. A car that costs $36,040 MSRP, should we be getting it dirty? Yes!
This, well, may be the very last TFL Subaru review ever. You see, going down this trail, we scratched the side of the Outback, and when Subaru found out about it, they were none too happy. In fact, they had just delivered a BRZ and an STI to our offices, and like taking candy away from a petulant child, they yanked the cars before we even had a chance to get our hands on them. So, enjoy this brand spanking new Subaru Outback review as Nathan takes it for a ride down the Switzerland Trail in Colorado.
It's an Outback. It's actually meant to be taken off-road, at least onto some pretty dirty and muddy roads, which is exactly what we did with it. And frankly, I think it looks good with some extra character. But even without the dirt on it, it's a much cleaner design than the vehicle it replaces. It's also a larger vehicle in every single dimension, and it weighs nearly 2 tons. I mean, the overall length is 189 inches plus. That's a lot. Think about it. It is longer than a lot of SUVs that are out there. Such a mellow car off-road. Going over some pretty heavy rocks right here. Not a big deal for the car. And it is a car, but it's as close as you're going to get to meshing a car together with a crossover SUV. Subaru was really smart about the way they did this. Look, I'm not a big fan of the continuously variable transmission, and neither are some of you. And right now there are some 8 and 9 speed transmissions out there that are really efficient and really work well with the power band. But with that said, this works fantastic. It's just a much more mellow, lethargic feeling. But when you put your foot down and you want to go, it will go. So that's freaking awesome. This is the 256 horsepower, horizontally opposed 6-cylinder that makes 247 pound-feet of torque. And it's hooked up to a continuously variable transmission, a CVT. All the power goes to all 4 wheels because it is a Subaru, and most Subarus have all-wheel drive. In this particular case, this overall setup is surprisingly quick, but you can't quite tell because the CVT kind of mutes things. So you don't really feel the acceleration, but the next thing you know, you're passing cars on the freeway. All in all, it's a very potent engine. Now, you can get a 4-cylinder version of the horizontally opposed engine with the Subaru, which we will be testing, God willing, within the next 10 years. good stuff. Do I want a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine and a 6-speed manual? You know it. Will I get it? Nope. Not unless I make some sort of special edition, which they're not going to do anytime soon. With that being said, I actually had an opportunity a long time ago to drive one of the older Outbacks. I like to call them the sleek Outbacks. They were the ones that were really simple looking. Second generation, I believe, technically speaking, whole new platform. But you could get a turbocharged engine and a manual transmission. And basically it was a WRX for the family. It was really, truly awesome. This is a pretty nifty little thing. This handle right here looks like a door handle. Well, actually, you pull it and the seat goes down. Watch this. And we're facing up a hill and it does that. Look how flat it folds. That's impressive too. Would I buy it myself? Probably get the Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk because I actually do go off-road and it has good rubber. But man, you really can't argue with the ability of this car. Check this out for space. I am impressed. The seat is angled for Andre, who has longer legs than me. His legs are like, you know, like woolly mammoth from Siberia. The point is that there's so much more seat room back here, and there's some good room underneath the seat to put your feet, and good headroom. Altogether, a bigger interior in the back. And I'm averaging 22 miles per gallon, and we've been off-road for a long ass time. That is impressive. Once again, I would give this car a buy it. If Roman says that way works, I'd believe him. He scratched up at the Raptor a little bit today when we were going off-road because there were some branches that were low-hanging.
Very narrow trail.
Very narrow trail. And as great and as awesome and as monstrous as the Raptor is, it is not very much fun to take on trails, especially if you're concerned about your paint.
Hey everyone, it's Emmy Hall at TFL Car, and I'm here in Denver at the Pepsi Center, home of the Av, yes, 1996 and 2001 Stanley Cup champions. And we're here with the Bridgestone Blizzak tires. We've got two identical BMW 328i's. The only difference is that one has got all-season tires and one is equipped with the Bridgestone Blizzaks. So we're gonna take them out here. We've got 100 feet. We're gonna see which car will go the fastest and then which one will stop the shortest. Coming up next on the Fast Lane Car.
Okay.
So everyone, we are in a BMW 328i, which as you all know is rear-wheel drive. And this car I've got just plain all-season tires on it. So nothing really special. This is certainly what I have on my car. It's probably what a lot of y'all have on your car too. And I have been instructed to mash the gas. So that's what we're gonna do, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, anytime I'm ready?
No, let's drag race with them, so we'll double check and make sure that they're all ready.
Right.
And she's gonna be our starter. She'll kind of have her hands up, she'll go,
okay.
She'll let us know when to go.
All right, cool.
Keep it to the floor.
I am on the floor, baby. I'm on the floor. Come on, girl.
Feel some surge here about the blue line, but
come on,
just keep it there. Don't wiggle the foot. Keep it there.
I'm not wiggling my foot. I'm wiggling my knee.
Brake hard.
Whoa, that's a lot of ABS.
That's a lot of ABS. That ABS was all up in my grill.
And you can just back straight on up.
We are in an identical 328i, correct?
Yep.
The only thing that's different about this car is that we've got Blizzaks.
Correct.
All right.
Winter tires.
Winter tires. Not all season, winter tires made specifically for snow and ice.
Correct.
So let's see how she's going to do.
Absolutely. Go ahead and start up the car.
Yeah. It looks like the all-season one is...
Well, I mean, okay, you know, the all-season tire is meant to work in the heat of Death Valley to the sub-zero temperatures of the Great White North and everything in between, ultimately that leads to some compromises. To be that capable or to cover that wide a range becomes the jack of all trades, but the master of none.
Okay.
Right. And the winter tire is really a specialist. When temperatures are consistently below 40 degrees, 5C, that's when they really come into their own. And at the kind of the tipping point with the all-season tire from really any brand, not just Bridgestone, who we're here with today, kind of begins to get a bit too hard. The rubber ceases to be as flexible as it is at warmer temperatures. It can't grip even bare roads, let alone slushy, icy, snowy roads.
And the Blizzaks remain soft even in the colder weather.
Absolutely. It's amazing how pliable they are at 0 degrees.
Go, Emmy!
I'm trying! I'm floored! Come on, girl! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
We're picking up a lot of speed.
Yeah, we are picking up a lot of speed. Whoa, that was so much faster.
11.7 miles per hour versus like 9.5?
Yeah, 9.5. So let's say I'm driving along and I'm able to make a right-hand turn, 90-degree right-hand turn in the Blizzaks without a problem. I mean, what is it? So we've got softer rubber, but what else is it that makes those tires, unless you're giving away a trade secret, which,
no. I'll boil it down to 3 basic things.
Okay.
A winter tire needs 3 basic things to do its job in the wintertime. It has to have sufficient tread depth. It has to bite at the snow rather than just nibble at it. It has to have the right tread pattern. If you look at the 2 tires side by side, you'll see how much more, as I say, aggressive the winter tire is. You'll see the fine zigzag sipes, different edges on the tread blocks. Those all create little biting edges that help bite into the snow and the ice. The other thing that's really kind of hard to see by the naked eye, side by side, is where the black magic is. It's in the rubber compound itself. At the molecular level, there are big differences between what an all-season tire rubber has to be compounded to cover that wide range from cool to hot.
Okay, so I got all my little times here. Now, with the all seasons, the fastest I went was 9.7 miles an hour, and I stopped in 39 feet. Now, when you adjust that for a goal of 12 miles an hour, I stopped in 59.7 feet. Now, with the Blizzaks, I went 11.9 miles an hour, and I stopped in 36.6 feet. So that's a difference of over 20 feet of stopping power. I mean, that's pretty remarkable. So if you're looking for a good winter tire, make sure that you check out the Blizzaks, especially if you live in a place where you get a lot of snow and ice.
This is the TFL test track.
Oh, that sounds like heaven!
And this is former Jaguar Formula One driver and current Honda-powered IndyCar racer, Justin Wilson.
The back's just dancing around the whole time. Right on the edge there.
And this is the brand spanking new 2015 Jaguar F-Type Coupe. Now, the fastest that Nathan or I have ever been able to take a car around the TFL test track is about 1 minute and 12. Of course, the question is, can Justin take this 550 horsepower Jaguar around the test track faster and set a new lap record? Let's find out right now.
That's good.
Oh, baby. Let the car turn. Squeeze the power. Squeeze the power. Yep, yep. Dancing around the whole time. Right on the edge there. Spin the wheels and off we go.
Oh yeah.
104.4. Yeah.
I said 3 seconds.
just right here. Come on. Yeah. That's. Wow.
All right, let's pretend it was bad.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I don't know, maybe leaving it on would have been better? I'm messing with you, dude, because you got 104.
Oh, look at that.
3 seconds. 3 seconds is like, wow. Oh my God. That is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, the car was alive.
Really?
I mean, right on the edge, the whole way through the corner, the back's just, you know, trying to rotate. You touch the throttle, you can really feel it. I love the feel, and you just come out, a little bit of angle, yaw on the car, squeeze the power in. It's fantastic.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, but join us next time for part 2 of my Hellcat versus Hellcat mashup. All right, gang, I don't have the solo DL, but you can time this yourself. 0 to 60, empty road ahead of me. Let's just see how it launches, huh? And there's 60. Oh my God. As always, this is Roman for Emmy, Andre, and Nathan saying thanks for watching, and check out tflcar.com for more news, views, and real world reviews. Ciao.